Hello, so as you can see, InWin have just sent me their latest mid-tower chassis, the InWin 216, and today I'm going to be giving you a first look at this case. So this is actually one of InWin's cheaper cases, and it's currently retailing for just under €80. And although it has a budget price, I think this case looks really premium, and in part that's due to the black and aluminium colour scheme that they've decided to go with. You mightn't notice it from the angle you've got, but the front panel actually has quite a dark tint to it, which gives it a lovely mirrored effect. For those of you familiar with InWin cases, removing the front panel will feel very familiar. There's two thumb screws at the top. Once they're unscrewed, the front panel can simply be levered forward and lifted out. The rear panel is removed in exactly the same way. The front panel is removable. It's held on with 3 clips on each side, which once they have been loosened, it can simply be pulled forward. It is important to note that the front panel connector cables will need to be removed with the front panel itself. Looking at the front I/O, we have a power button. There's 2 USB 3.0 Type A connectors and a headphone and microphone jack. The case has removable dust filters, one on the top which has a magnetic connection, and the one on the bottom simply pulls in and out from the front of the case. Moving on to the inside of the case, you'll have no problem fitting plenty of hardware in here. The case supports motherboards all the way up to eATX, and there's plenty of room for large CPU coolers with heights of up to 166mm being supported. The InWin 216 offers dual GPU mounting options. You can of course install your graphics card in the traditional horizontal position, but there's 2 vertical PCIe brackets at the front of the case allowing for a vertical graphics card mount. It is important to note that installing your graphics card vertically is going to require an additional riser cable kit, which doesn't come with the case. And again, this case supports large graphics cards all the way up to 380mm in length. Going on to look at cooling, although the case doesn't ship with any fans, it does offer 6 fan mounting locations for 120mm fans. So that's 3 at the front, 2 at the top and 1 at the rear. You can also install a 360mm radiator at the front and a 120mm radiator at the rear. The InWin 216 supports full ATX power supplies up to a maximum length of 220mm. The power supply is mounted at the bottom behind a power supply shroud, and there's a little cutout in this allowing your power supply to be on display. Whether that's an advantage or a disadvantage, we'll see after we've done a build in the case. Final thing to look at is storage. So this case comes with a hard drive cage down at the bottom beside the power supply. So in here you can install a maximum of 2 2.5-inch or 3.5-inch drives. There's also space for an additional 3 2.5-inch drives. That's 2 at the back behind the back panel and 1 in display in the main body of the case, just mounted on top of the power supply shroud. Okay, so that's just a quick look at the InWin 216. I think it's a great looking case and I'm really looking forward to building in it. Once I've done the build, I'm also planning a full case review. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to be notified about those videos when I do make them. Okay, normally I would just wait until I've done a build before sharing any footage of a case, but I decided to try something different with this one and give you a first look at it before the build. So let me know what you think of this. If this is something you want me to keep doing, let me know. Likewise, if you'd rather I just waited until I've done the build and do it all together, let me know that as well. Thanks for watching.